Yes, after 2 decades of dreaming, debating, and endless community requests, Blizzard has just announced that housing is officially in development, and it's shaping up to be one of the most ambitious, deeply social, and creatively open-ended features the game has ever seen. We're not talking about a simple instanced room or a preset Garrison 2.0, this is a fully fleshed out housing system built on 3 major pillars. Boundless self-expression, whether you want a cozy forest lodge or a towering wizard spire or even a goblin junkyard paradise, you'll have the tools to bring your vision to life. It's deeply social with neighborhoods. This isn't just about decorating in isolation. Player neighborhoods will let you build alongside friends, guildmates, and an evolving in-game community. A long-lasting journey. Housing isn't a side feature, it's an evergreen addition to WoW, stretching across expansions with new updates, new locations, and limitless customization. At launch, we'll have 2 dedicated housing zones, one for the Alliance and one for the Horde. But that's just the beginning. The question is, what next? Because Azeroth is vast, and if Blizzard truly want to make the system legendary, then the possibilities for player homes should extend far beyond just a couple of zones. So today, we're diving deep into 12 hand-picked, truly iconic locations that I personally think could make for the most epic player housing in WoW. If I could pick anywhere in Azeroth to settle down, it would be right here. A place that's calm, rustic, and full of simple, hard-working charm. Eastvale Logging Camp. Imagine a player home here, a handcrafted wooden lodge stacked with neatly piled lumber, lanterns glowing on the porch, and a warm fire always crackling inside. A stable for your mount, a sawmill turning logs into planks. Maybe even a small dock where a raft drifts lazily along the river. A place to rest. A place to build, a place to call your own. But Azeroth is so much bigger than just Elwynn Forest. Across this world lie hidden sanctuaries, mystical ruins, mountaintop citadels, and cosmic wonders, each one a potential dream home for adventurers like us. So let's journey across Azeroth and explore the prime real estate of Warcraft. Some places in Azeroth just radiate majesty, and Suramar, well, Suramar is one of the most breathtaking cities ever built. Nestled in the heart of the Broken Isles, Suramar is an ancient elven metropolis, untouched by time for 10,000 years. Its glowing streets and delicate arcane filigree and towering structures make it a masterpiece of elven craftsmanship. Now, imagine calling this home, a sprawling elven estate set on a terrace overlooking the shimmering canals, arcane-powered chandeliers, enchanted furniture that just hovers above the floor, and a balcony with a view of the Nightwell itself. Even in its ruined state, Suramar is a city of wonder, and with player housing, we can bring it back to life in our own way. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bog paddle? Have you even heard of it? Look, hear me out. This is an absolute goldmine of personality. It's actually perched precariously over the murky, croc-infested waters of Swamp of Sorrows. Bog Paddle is a goblin-run outpost where capitalism, bad life choices, and safety regulations go to die. Imagine your own custom-built stilt house, strung together with rusted chains and hissing pipes with steam coming out of them, and a makeshift floating deck where you park your goblin shredder. Would it be dangerous? Absolutely. Would it be profitable? Even more absolutely, actually. Would you have the time of your life here? Without a doubt. I mean, just look at this little beach party. I just want to get involved. I don't care how many expansions we go through. Outland Nagrand will always be one of the most peaceful and dreamlike places in all of World of Warcraft. The floating islands, the waterfalls cascading into the void, the rolling plains that stretch beyond the horizon. It's all just so perfect. Now imagine a home here, a floating lodge on one of those islands connected by wooden rope bridges with an open air forge where the sky is your ceiling. A place where the only sound is the wind whistling through the canyons or that distant howl of orc hunting parties. This would be a home fit for a true wanderer. I know, I'm Horde. You've seen the massive giant cow, but let's be real. Theramore was beautiful. This once proud city stood as a beacon of civilization on the eastern coast of Kalimdor until Garrosh turned it into a crater. But before that, it was a home. White stone walls, banners fluttering in the sea breeze, a harbour where ships from across the world docked, bringing stories of faraway lands. If Blizzard ever restored it, imagine owning a seaside castle here, complete with a private dock, a grand library, and an observatory overlooking the endless ocean. For the Alliance, maybe, but for the nostalgia, yeah, absolutely. Some places just feel untouched by time, like a secret meant only for those who wander far enough to find it. Between Ramkehen and Akanet fields in Uldum, hidden between the golden dunes, there's a quiet little river village that no one really talks about. Palm trees swaying in the desert wind, small clay-built homes clustered around an oasis, the gentle sounds of water trickling through ancient aqueducts. Imagine building a luxurious Egyptian-style retreat here. Silken canopies and intricate stonework, and a private pier where a small fishing boat waits for you. A hidden paradise in the sands. This would be really pretty. If you've ever wanted to live like a frostborn king, then these two towers are the spot for you. Just southeast of Everlook in Winterspring, these massive snow-capped towers stand as monuments to an age long forgotten. They're isolated, cold, unyielding, but that's the beauty of it. Imagine claiming one as your own, a frozen keep carved from ice and frost-covered stone, a long dining hall, warmed only by a roaring fire, tapestries of myth and legend hanging from the vaulted ceiling, a layer of ice and solitude. For those who prefer the slice of winter over the chaos of battle, of course. There's even a badger. Look at the little guy. He's so cute. You can adopt him. He can be your own. It's one of the most mysterious, secluded, and eerily peaceful places in all of Darkshore, and perhaps all of Azeroth. Once home to the Shatterspear trolls, this village lies deep within the jungle-clad cliffs, surrounded by waterfalls and untouched wilderness. Imagine living in a jungle fortress with stone-carved terraces and wooden rope bridges and torches that flicker in the misty night air. It's beautiful, it's forgotten, and it could be yours. Now let's talk treehouse, and not just any treehouse. Perched atop Mount Hyjal, the Shrine of Aviana is a sanctuary for winged creatures, a place where the sky feels endless. A home here wouldn't be a home, it would be a perch, a floating retreat with wooden walkways spiraling around an ancient tree, wind chimes singing with the breeze, and a private flight deck where your favorite mount awaits. I wonder if they would let that happen in game. That would be magnificent. Like imagine your pets and your mounts walking around and interact. Oh my god, I'm going off on a tangent here, but if you ever wanted to live like a guardian of the skies, this is the place to do it. Hey, look, I know I'm a cow. Sometimes home isn't a place, it's a feeling, okay? And Mulgore, well, Mulgore is just pure peace. Golden fields stretching as far as the eye can see, rolling hills where the only sound is the wind in the grass. Imagine a Tonka-style lodge here, nestled near a quiet lake or something like that, with a campfire burning just outside and a tamed Kodo resting nearby. A life uncomplicated, untouched, and utterly free. Not all homes start out as great homes, you know? Some need a little bit of work. Just northwest of Stone Cairn Lake, hidden among the trees, lies a long-forgotten homestead. Its walls crumbled, its fences broken, its history erased by time. It's been clearly abandoned for as long as I can remember, and I wonder if it even existed back in Classic WoW. It was clearly left to rot, and you know, the Null encampment nearby, well, that's a bit of a problem. But here's the thing, what if it didn't have to stay that way? Imagine gathering a crew of friends, storming the camp of Gnolls and driving them out, and rebuilding this place from the ground up. A quiet, secluded corner of Elwynn, tucked away from the bustling roads and city noise. A true adventurer's retreat, born from restoration. Redridge has always been one of those places that just sticks with you. Maybe it's the music, or maybe it's the landscape, maybe it's just the pure nostalgia of running around these hills and helping the locals and avoiding an orc ambush every 5 minutes. But beyond the town, tucked deeper into the woods, there's a logging camp that time forgot. Dilapidated buildings and half-finished construction projects, saw blades rusting under the open sky. It was once a bustling industrial outpost, but now it's in dire need of saving. Imagine restoring it, bringing the sawmills back to life, rebuilding the docks, stacking that freshly cut lumber for trade routes back to Stormwind. Not just a home, a business, a legacy, a place where you don't just live, you thrive. To be fair, anywhere the Bloodsail Buccaneers hide out, but specifically this Corsair hideout is a pirate's paradise. If I had a gold coin for every time I barely escaped these guys, I'd be a rich man, but you know what? I'd still rather join them. South of Booty Bay, hidden on a small island, lies a perfect pirate hideout. Wooden piers, half-sunken ships, barrels of rum and treasure stacked high. Imagine owning a personal pirate cove here, with a hidden grotto, a smuggler's dock, and a secret treasure hoard buried beneath your floorboards. You wouldn't call this a home. I mean, people would call it legendary. Azeroth is massive, and I know there are even more hidden gems out there, places I haven't even thought of. So tell me where you would like to build your home. Drop your prime real estate picks in the comments, and let's turn this into the ultimate housing wish list. Thank you for watching, guys. See you out there.